everybody. How's it going? How y'all doing on this Sunday evening? Depending where you're at, really, because if you're like in California, it's like really like Sunday afternoon. But I mean, I guess it would be like 5 o'clock, so I guess it would be kind of going in the evening, but not really evening. But you know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Not a whole lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We're gonna be kind of shooting from the hip, you know. This is all gonna really kind of, go with the flow kind of crap. But anyway, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and start this thing. So thank you guys, and hit the like button because that helps out a lot. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hopefully, you guys are all having a great evening.
Hell yeah!
You know, the world's kind of crazy, so let's see if we can make it a little more joyful today. So, we're not worried about like the end of times, but it is what it is. We're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Y'all laughed at me about having my bug out bag the other night.
I never laughed
Dude,
at me.
I said you should build a bunker.
Y'all laughed at me.
I went to my dad's house. A couple weeks ago. My dad lives like about 2 hours from me, so I don't get to see him often. But my dad's a Vietnam vet. He was a POW in Vietnam, so he was like a prisoner of war. Like he's like deep military, and he has like this whole like survival kit set up, man. And every time I go over there, it's like, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for when it goes down. He's like, I'm heading to the mountain. I'm like, Dad. And then I wake up today, like, we bombed Iran. I'm like, oh,
no. Yeah.
It's crazy
You
times.
all laughed at us. We laughing now.
Crazy times.
Nah, it's crazy out there, man. The world. It's the world, man.
What I heard is like you even pass it through Congress. Is that right?
You didn't have to, technically, per se. It wasn't because it wasn't a declaration of war.
No, it was supposed to be. I don't know. I don't want to get in politics. I don't really, but it was supposed to prevent war. It was supposed because Iran was Israel was afraid that they were going to basically kind of like have their boot at their neck with the nuclear facilities. So, in order to help Iran or Israel, they went in and bombed the facilities. Like they bombed the facilities, not like whatever.
But crazy times.
Yeah.
And I was waiting to see what's gonna happen.
I did.
Have said I'm late. What time is it on your phone? Well, let me check. It says 8:03. 8:03. The whole phone thing is like getting kind of.
Because the picture of your wife?
Why?
Yeah,
your wife.
I did the Superman video like a week ago, and I did it when I got home at like 5:30 in the morning, and I just wanted people to know, like, oh, it was like 5:30. Like
when I saw that in the video, I was like, they're going to eat him alive in the comments on that.
And then people just started commenting on my one person accused her of being an OnlyFans girl. They're like, why is homeboy bragging about an OnlyFans girl? I'm like, wow, bro. Wow.
I know how it
There's
is.
attractive women.
You have
attracted
one person
to like
sitting in your background. People look at her feet all the time. So, I know how that can get.
Man, now you're like,
one time they want to sit there and see how the show goes.
Oh man, those are great moments.
You freaking heathens out there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It was kind of a weak.
Week.
Oh,
yeah, that 10 times fast.
Week. When it came to news, it was just like trailers for like horror movies. And
I heard 28 years later did good.
Dude, I still haven't even went to see How to Train Your Dragon yet.
Me either. Yeah, I'm just waiting for next month to take all my money So I'm just kind of waiting for next month. So
Yep, same here.
Yeah.
Next week is Megan, so I'm gonna go see Megan.
Yeah.
I'm either gonna see a five or like a Tuesday show on How to Train Your Dragon, or I might just have to wait for streaming.
Yeah,
but
I want to see it. That's not high my priority list. So it'll probably be a streaming thing. So
thanks to Abs, I get to watch all these movies really quickly. So thank you, Abs. I appreciate you. So whenever How to Train Your Dragon's available, man, hook me up, bro. Yeah, it was like the I Know What You Did Last Summer trailer, which I'm interested in it because I like those movies from the 90s and early 2000s.
I love Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I love Jennifer Love Hewitt, but they also have the hot chick from Outer Banks in it.
Okay.
So I love the Outer Banks. Like I still haven't watched the newest season.
I saw them the other day. The cast.
Yeah.
They filmed, what? They filmed right by my job. Like literally by my job. They filmed, and there I saw them walking the other day.
So they must be getting ready to film season 4 then.
Yeah, they're filming right now.
Yeah, I still haven't watched season 3.
They film all over my town and everything. So
yeah, I like that show. It's a really good show. And then we had I think we talked about this last week, but the Sue Storm leader crap.
Not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. There was something that came out, like James Gunn came out and like revealed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't cover it because this week was kind of hectic with my schedule and everything. Yes, I got the iced coffee, but he talked about like Superman being a more vulnerable Superman, that he's not going to be like,
OP.
Like you could just beat him all day, nothing's going to happen. Like he's actually going to get like
take damage and stuff.
He's still super strong. He's gonna be like invincible. Like he's still like the strongest person on the planet. He'll get beat up pretty bad. I like that idea.
I don't mind that because it makes the stakes more higher in situations. And
the perfect example of that is the Zack Snyder Justice League, right? I like the Zack Snyder Justice League movie. It's too damn long, but I like it. But as soon as Superman showed up at the end, it was over. Like he showed up and Steppenwolf like hit him and he just looked at him like punched him. It was over, So like if you have a Superman that's that OP, then you have no stakes in your movie. So yeah. And then I guess they greenlight a Wonder Woman movie.
I saw a rumor about who they might cast.
There are 2 people that I heard of: the girl from Andor and Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I would be happy with both. I think
fun.
I think they should cast both.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Wonder Women.
Wonder Women.
You'd be like the Spearmint gum commercial.
I am way more excited for the future of DC than I am anything in Marvel.
Until I see Doomsday and what they're going to do, that I'm kind of in the same boat. I think more because it's not that. I think because DC technically is new. So we don't know where
they haven't hit the ceiling yet.
Yeah, so
after Endgame, it's like, where do you go from here? Black Widow prequel, sure.
Yeah,
like the sky's the limit with DC right now. Like you got Supergirl and Superman. Like the sky's the limit. We still don't know who our Batman is, our Wonder Woman, our Flash. Like we still have a whole world ahead of us.
Speaking of Flash, did you see how those last shots of Ezra Miller?
Yes.
No.
Wow, bro.
Oh, dude.
Talk about a creeper, man.
I'm telling you, man.
This is never mind. I'm gonna stay out of this because I don't want.
No, you show it.
I'm just saying.
This
is why you shouldn't. This is why you shouldn't accommodate people when they say, "Hey, I want to be known as they them," because they're crazy. Okay, you cannot be a they them. You're either a he or you're a she. Now, if you want to be a he, then I will say, okay, I respect you. I don't care if you have facial hair. I'll say you're a she. But there's no way you could be a they them. By definition, it's impossible.
At that point, you guys talk in third person, right?
Exactly. but it's funny
right?
though, when these news channels try to report it, they're like,
we are.
Yeah. They're like, well, they broke into a bank today and they did this and they did this today. This person, like, and you're thinking there's a whole group. I'm like, oh man, dude, this group robbed the bank. It was just one person, bro. Yeah. One person in their 5 personalities.
Because honestly, if you say you're they them, when you talk about yourself, you gotta say we. You can't say me or I.
There's only one person that should be saying they them, and that's Venom and Eddie Brock.
So what's this picture? Was
I haven't seen
Dude, it's awful, bro. It's scary. It's nightmare fuel. Let me see if I can pull it up. Goskar, if you can find it first, let me know.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
It's nightmare fuel, Danny. When you look at this, you cannot sit there and go,
I got
that
one.
guy's okay in the head.
This was one of them.
Bro.
Whoa.
That's one of them. I'm
Man, he
saying
look like Freddie Mercury or something.
About yeah.
The one I saw, he was wearing a dress, bro.
Yeah, he was wearing a dress. I can't find that one.
He looks strung out, man. He looks strung out.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, Sean. I'm gonna give you a super chat. I gotta make fun of the mentally ill first.
Oh,
Wow.
did you just say that?
The views and not represent the
I'm
rest of
just
the
saying.
panel.
Hey,
We
man.
get canceled out here.
I was diagnosed with functional depression, man. So whatever that freaking.
they
But
see
like
it-
the thing is, nobody wants to help these people. They go, "Oh, we shouldn't judge them," and they play along with these people. Like, no, you should feel sorry for these people and want to help these people, not sit there and go, "Oh, they can just call themselves multiple people. It's cool." You know, they can kidnap little girls and try to groom them and throw chairs at people at bars. Oh, here we go. Bro, get ready for some nightmare fuel, bro. Danny, get your Bible out, bro. I need you to say some prayers for this one.
Damn, like my head hurt too bad for this crap right now.
Oh my God.
you can, you know, you have like a nice feathery, you know, nice cushiony.
Listen,
place to rest
like
your
you
head.
said, Rob, I got no problem with, like, you know, 'cause there's some men that are more feminine, you know, whatever.
Metrosexuals, yeah, they were known as
yeah.
metrosexuals.
Yeah, or they call them androgynous, whatever, back in the day, in the 80s, whatever. I have no problem with that. But my thing, me personally, it's hard to not raise the eyebrow when you're full makeup with a beard bigger than mine. You know,
Yeah.
like,
The thing I look at it like this, I very much believe let people live however they want to live.
exactly,
Absolutely.
As long as you're not hurting nobody.
Yeah, as long as you're not
I don't
hurting
really
nobody.
care.
In case of Ezra Miller, he hurt people, so I can talk about him.
Yeah.
But like live however, whatever makes you happy, whatever. I will respect your personal space. If you are a guy and you want to be a girl, you're like, I identify as a girl. I will try not to mess up, right? But for the most part, I would.
On that note, though, you can't chastise me for not knowing.
Yes.
You know, once I'm aware, yes. But if I'm not aware, it's not obvious, you know, you gotta give me the benefit of the doubt.
Like that GameStop video where it's like, yes, ma'am, it's sir, or it's ma'am, it's ma'am, yes, sir. But no, like I would say yes, ma'am, or whatever, if you identify as a woman. If you are a man that wants to do that, that's fine. If you're a woman that wants to identify as a man, I will, if I am aware, I will respect your beliefs and whatnot. But once you say you are they, them, then that goes into a whole universe of multiverse that you are just insane and should be locked up at that point. Bring back electric shock therapy or something. I don't know, bro. Something wrong with you.
Other news, y'all see they dropped the name. They changed the name for a Supergirl movie.
No,
it's not.
Yeah, they did.
Anymore. It's just Supergirl now. They got it was Supergirl World Tomorrow.
Yeah,
off the comic book.
Yeah,
they just dropped.
Well, they did the same thing with Superman because Superman was going to be Superman Legacy originally.
Yeah, but they got her reading the actress playing her. Got her.
Yeah, I seen her reading the comic. Yeah. I haven't read that comic yet. It's supposed to be getting a reprint for the compact edition, and I'm going to be reading it. So
I started buying those compact conditions.
Dude, I got every one of them. I got the whole set so far.
Especially on the DC side. I'm not that well up on my DC.
Yeah,
you know,
they're only $9, bro. I went to the comic shop yesterday and bought the newest one that got released this week, and it was the Batwoman one.
Okay,
so you get a huge amount of stories in a small form factor. But I like the Supergirl title. I think that's what it should be. And you know, I wasn't a big fan of her being cast as Supergirl, but the more I see of pictures and stuff, the more I'm looking forward to it, especially with Lobo.
Are they filming? They said
it might be wrapped, but they got a lot of post production.
Yeah.
Sean threw in a $5 super chat. Superman should be I'm sorry. Superman should have been weaker in Just League, hence the wearing of the black suit. This is what I'm talking about, guys. People want to defend Zack Snyder. Does anybody actually know what the origin of the black suit is? Because in the Snyder
radiation.
Yes, when Doomsday killed him,
it helps to gather the radiation.
Yeah, he was weak, so the robots and stuff brought him back to the Fortress of Solitude after Doomsday basically killed him. They put him in the black suit so it could absorb more solar to help him heal. You never got that in the Just League movie.
So he's actually weaker. He's basically hurt.
Yes, the suit is helping.
It's a medical suit, basically.
Yeah,
and I think the reason Zack did it because it looked cool.
Yeah, Zack Snyder just put it on because it looked cool,
but not knowing the lore behind it.
Yeah, because if you see the deleted scene of that movie, maybe he kept it in. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. It shows Henry Cavill walking through the ship, the Fortress of Solitude ship, and the suits come out, and one of them is the black suit, and he stopped and like, oh. He kind of looks like, that looks cool. I think I'll wear that. Has nothing to do with the actual purpose of it.
Yeah.
That's like Spider-Man putting on a black suit just to have put on a black suit and it not be the symbiote. Like, what? That's my biggest problem with Zack Snyder. He does stuff just for looks. He doesn't do it for the purpose of the stuff. And we talk about the mentally ill, and I'm talking about the Snyder fans.
I was reading one of his clips. I can't remember it's Superman, whatever, but it's like he goes and actually lives inside the sun for
Superman Prime.
Yeah, and I mean when he comes out, man, this sucker he can go through space and time.
He's overcharged.
Superman Prime, yep.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like nothing can beat him.
He went and lived in the sun for like what was it, like a couple hundred years or something like that?
Like 400 or 500 years, something like that.
Yeah, and he comes out, he's like all golden, just like the sun. And he's like
Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
Superman.
Yeah, he beyond Super Saiyan. He is. I don't know what he is.
That's kind of crazy how different comic book writers has different interpretations of the character. Because I've been reading Superman All-Stars or All-Star Superman, and he got too close to the sun, and the radiation started to degrade his cells, and he's actually dying.
Oh, yeah. He had too much of a good thing.
Yeah,
basically.
too much of the radiation. So now it's sort of like his last time on Earth and whatnot. But yeah, I highly recommend the compact editions. Way over there. I'm not going to get it. But
part of what's killing comic books too is that, man, they're so freaking high. Good Lord. I see a couple that I want, but I'm like, do I really want to pay $7 for this one episode or one edition?
I wait till they buy volume at a time.
Yeah. I don't buy individuals. I was there looking at a couple individuals yesterday, and I'm like, there ain't no way I'm paying that much money for one.
I hate when I go in and I see a cover that catches my eye. I'm like,
a variant or something.
Then when you start looking through it, you'll have 1, 2, 3, skipping 4, then 6, 7, 5. You go next guy. Well, how can I get 4? I don't know. It's on the second print now, reprint or whatever.
Yeah.
I was there yesterday, and they had issue 3 of Battle Beast, and I was like, "Oh crap! I forgot this was coming out." So I went to go grab issue 1. They didn't have issue 1, so I was like, "I'll just wait for the first volume to come out, and I'll have all of them in it."
That happened with me with the Transformers.
Oh yeah, Mary said that. Yeah,
4. I think he was missing 4, 5, and 6, and apparently those are like really popular.
That's what I got all the Gambit ones. I'm missing like 2 of them because I just can't find the reprint of them.
Which ones are they? Send me.
I have to go back and look. So I mean, I read them like on digital and stuff, just to fill in the gaps, but I don't have them like for to have the complete run.
Have you ever streamed with Rogue Comics before on DJ?
No.
His real name is Mike. He's a comic books owner.
Okay.
I think he's from Virginia, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but yeah, he can get a lot for you, and
you can find all.
Yep.
I mean, I found like on eBay and stuff, but they're not like good quality ones, or they're like really expensive ones, but they got them like graded and stuff.
So these are the ones I've been buying at the comic shop, and they're $9 each. And this is All-Star Superman. This is the one I'm currently reading. I have Kingdom Come. I finished that one. The newest one that just came out a couple weeks ago was Static Shock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Batwoman. So
people are losing their mind over Static Shock, but I remember the cartoon, and it was okay. I don't see all the hype and crazy about it, but
let me ask you what did the show come out before the comic or the comic? So the show came then. Yeah. Okay, because I loved that when I was a kid. I think I was like high school when that came out.
I didn't say I didn't hate it, but I mean, some people just like losing their mind over it. Like, okay.
No, I really want to see a live action of that. But we always had the joke of every black character has electric powers. 9 out of 10 have electric powers.
True now, man.
Yeah.
So true.
A lot of people didn't support, but I watched all 4 seasons of Black Lightning.
I honestly I didn't like it.
I only watched the first 2 seasons.
The second, third season it kind of dropped off, but everybody should. If you're a fan of Black Lightning, the 4th season was the best. Usually the seasons go down as it progresses. They got better because one of the most underrated villains, in my opinion, is Tobias Whale. The guy that played Tobias Whale, he killed it. He always stole.
Dude, if he could bulk up and slim up a little bit, that dude would be awesome as Tombstone.
Yep. Okay. I think he's in Albano in real life.
Yes, if that dude
I know who you're talking about, the actor. Yeah, actor.
If he can shred up and just like
because I think Tombstone being albino would be a good version of him.
I think they kind of changed his origin story a little bit in Friendly Neighborhood because he was black and he's starting to turn like white stone or whatnot. But in the comics, I always looked at him as like an albino. Yeah,
that would work. There's some albino actors that could actually pull it off. Yeah, that would work in the.
Every time I saw him in Static Shock, I was like, dude, this guy's perfect for Tombstone, man. He just needs to get shredded. Like, get paid a couple $1 million and just go on a straight, like, work. They'll give you a personal trainer, man.
I mean, the studio paid the money for it.
Yeah. I was watching, a couple YouTubers kept recommending me watch this show. So I started watching. I'm on episode 3 called Heels. It's called Heels. It's a wrestling show, but Stephen Amell, who plays Green Arrow, is the main actor in it. And I was like looking at my wife and I was like, man, they should just cast him as Green Arrow in the James Gunn movies, man. Get Grant Gustin as the Flash. Just bring it over. You know, we dog on those CW shows, but man, those were like the #1 trending thing.
I will say, like, far as acting stuff, it's kind of cheesy, but storylines, they did a real good job with storylines.
Yeah, the problem is they overstayed their welcome. Arrow after season 3 went downhill. After the Ra's al Ghul storyline, it went downhill. Flash just went completely out there because then the entire cast ended up leaving.
Yeah,
you know, I think after the Savitar season, I kind of dropped off of Flash.
Well, I like Flash is that his friends, family, everybody has some kind of superpower.
Yes.
Yeah, it got oversaturated.
I was like, good Lord. And when it got really, really bad, the guy that played a Reverse Flash, he always would boost up because he played very different characters. He was, what was it? I can't think of his name, but he was a scientist on one and he come back, he was a crook on another one. So he played several different actors. But to me, he was one that always saved them whenever the ratings got really low, the storylines got bad. Like, oh, we need some Reverse Flash. And but the last season, his Reverse Flash looked totally
I remember one time I clicked on it because I haven't seen it in a while, and I clicked on it, and there was like a whole new group of people. I'm like, who are these people? Where's Cisco and where's Caitlin? Like a whole different group of people. I was like, nah, I can't watch this, man.
At the end, I think everybody came back except Cisco. The last season, because Caitlin, she was Killer Frost, and she came back. Excuse me, Team Flash was something totally crazy that I didn't really recognize because it was not comic book accurate at all.
I didn't even watch the last season of Arrow because Stephen Amell wasn't even in the last season of Arrow.
He plays on the spinoff of Suits now.
Yeah. Yep.
Suits.
That's what I'm watching now. Suits is fire.
What, the one from LA? That one's got canceled, I think. Didn't do well at all.
The original one is from New York.
Oh, yeah, the OG is great.
Yeah. But one, because I can't find it. But I did find what's coming out next month is on HBO Max is Sinners.
Yeah.
Yes. For rent, I believe.
They said, I think Max said is
No, it's coming out to play like regular. If you
yeah.
Oh, really?
have a subscription.
It's already out for rent. It's been out for 2 weeks to rent.
It says the highest, but whatever the rented one they had. so far.
Yeah, it's always number one on the trending.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's gonna go be like it's gonna be an iconic movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those.
It's gonna be one you talk about in 20 years. Like, yeah,
People are still talking about it, man.
What's that thing they call? What you call it when?
Cult classics.
Cult classic. Yep. It's gonna be a cult classic.
Yep.
Yeah, but usually cult classics are crappy movies that didn't make money. This movie made money, and people love this thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it might just be a classic. It might not even be a cult classic.
It's a classic. Yeah, a classic vampire movie. That's
Disney
more than vampire. Yeah,
Disney trying to milk Sinners for all it's got, man. They just slapped Ryan Coogler's name on everything.
Oh yeah, that's in 2 days, right? Ironheart.
Yep.
I was on Disney Plus earlier today, and they had an Ironheart special feature. Like I guess like they're trying to. It's like number one on the thing. Like they're trying to promote it. You see, they got Robert Downey Jr. coming out doing pictures like this.
He's done it twice. Like he's made a video for
like,
it.
How desperate are you guys that you trying
to breathe life into it, buddy?
Yeah,
desperate as putting.
They slapped that Wakanda Forever and Ryan Coogler, the first bold print you see before you see anything. Like,
but you can't blame him, man. If it's in your toolbox, man. You gotta use it. I'm not saying it's gonna work.
I'm surprised.
Sense of desperation
from the maker of Sinners, Ryan Coogler.
Whenever the view charts come out, I'm willing to bet first episode will get a decent amount of views. Then you're just gonna see it just completely go down,
unless it's really good. I honestly,
if it was really good, Disney would not be launching it all in one shot. Like look at Echo. Right? They did like the first episode of Echo was okay, but everything after that was awful.
I didn't hate Echo.
But sometimes it can be reversed because I hated the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. I was like, what is this? And then it picked up steam and got better.
WandaVision came out during COVID.
We had nothing else to do.
They didn't watch it. It was one of Disney Plus first shows that they had.
And LDG made that much more entertaining too.
Yeah,
heck yeah, man. We had
wallpaper, y'all,
and all kinds of crap, man.
Just think if they would have listened to that, boy, they would have been.
That would have been great.
Through the roof.
Yep.
I'm really surprised. They didn't do it in WandaVision. Not WandaVision, but Agatha.
We don't know what the story is still, though. So
for this,
I'm tired of hearing this Mephisto. I hope they actually bring him out. This guy.
There'll be 3 shows now. There'll be 3 shows now.
Oh, Mephisto. I hope finally now they do that. He ain't gonna be in demon form, but just have a guy
acknowledge him, like actually say his name.
But see, WandaVision led into Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, it had a purpose.
Yep. It had a purpose. Mephisto doesn't fit into that, regardless of how you want to will it into the world.
Yeah,
that would not have fit into what Doctor Strange 2 was doing. And if that video with that guy predicting that everything that we have seen has been fake this entire time, that it was just Wanda conjuring this up,
basically a House of M.
The House of M, like that's how they're going to explain Doomsday and Secret Wars.
That
Mephisto fits into nothing.
Yeah,
you know.
I like that theory though. That's
I love that theory. I think it's too smart for Marvel, but I love that theory.
To the present day Marvel, absolutely too smart.
I don't think it's too smart for the Russo brothers if they let them do it. If they could sit down and just say, have this brainstorm like y'all having it, and say, look, man, we can course correct this thing. We can actually reset the universe if we go this route. If Kevin Feige and the board of directors or whatever don't get in their own way, they could actually reset this and it be something fantastic. But will they do it or not? That's the question left to be seen.
Matt 1306 threw in a $5 super chat. How you doing, buddy? How's the wife doing? Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Hopefully the family and kids are all okay.
That'd be a good way. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Danny. What's up?
I said that'd be a good way they could reset Star Wars. Hey, this is the world between worlds. This is the real Star Wars.
Yeah, they need to do something. Just burn Star Wars.
I'm not Star Wars. It just got me perplexed.
I'm going to get back to Star Wars in a second. I got stuff to say about that. Ironheart, I believe they changed her character like Miss Marvel. I think they made her a techno mage. God, I hope not. I think that would be sweet. You are the only one in the world, my friend, that thinks that would be sweet. But see, Miss Marvel, all they did was change her from an Inhuman to a mutant. That's all they really changed.
Because that show sucked.
Yeah, because they're like, we're not going to acknowledge the Inhumans. So
the dog was pretty cool.
As far as the look, Inhumans look good, but the storyline was tough.
Hard, yeah.
But as far as comic book accurate for how they look,
yeah, I'll give them that.
They were on point. But
that's for a TV show too.
Yeah, I was like, man, they look pretty good. But when you start looking at the episode, you like, oh, because I saw the first two, and then I just skipped to the last one.
When did Inhumans come out? That was what?
It was during the time of,
that was around the time of Agents of Shield.
Okay.
Yeah,
because it was a spinoff of Agents of Shield.
Yeah, because Agents of Shield season 2 went really heavy in Inhumans.
I still say we need a show like Agents of Shield that runs just regularly on Disney Plus.
They need to do it with Nick Fury's new team.
Something street level that just in that world that just is constantly running. You know, make a new. You call it New Agents of Shield. You know,
I would bring back the people from Agents of Shield, but instead of doing a season 7.
Start it fresh.
Just start it fresh for new people coming in. So if you've seen the original Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know who these people are. But if you haven't, well...
But the problem is, though, the S.H.I.E.L.D. is no longer... You have to do Sword.
No, I would do Sword. I wouldn't do Agents of
Sword.
Yeah. At the end of season 1, S.H.I.E.L.D. was over with, but they still did 5 more seasons of it. You know?
I mean, we can do Sword. Because Sword
if it was me, I would do Sword.
Because they can bring in the 2 characters from... the Marvels, that black dude and everything, had them like in the show, you know, have it being like space.
They could have
they've already introduced Sword in the Spider-Man movies, and we always and you go ahead and tap into that from the what's Samuel Jackson one?
Invasion, Secret Invasion.
You already got the groundwork, so when they beam them back up, then that whole show, instead of being Shield, be Sword, and then you can do it at ground level. And introduce.
We need to do something in that world that's just like ground based, not that serious as the movies, but still in that world. It can reference the movies that have been out and coming out, but just have something on that level.
And if they don't want to bring Coulson back, because I don't know if they want to do that or not, I think they should. But you could have Daisy lead the team. I mean, they were already leading up to that.
The biggest mistake they did was killing off
Ward.
No, what's her name?
Maria Hill.
Yeah, because she could have been the new star of that show. You know, have her running everything.
They could have killed her in Brave New World, bro. They could have had the leader kill him or have Ross accidentally kill her or something. Like you kill
her character. Yeah, her character became important to a sense at the end, you know. She was a secondary character to Nick Fury, but she ended up taking that role of Nick Fury on a more ground level.
Yeah.
They should have bumped her up and had her running the ground level stuff.
You know what's sad though is I bet you 95% of Marvel fans don't even know she's dead because they didn't watch that show.
No. I was mad when they killed her.
I was mad.
And the way they killed her too was so stupid, man.
I wouldn't have been. Go ahead, guys.
At that time they were talking about how, you know, women and how they want to, you know, it was all during that whole MCU thing and having good, strong female characters.
She was one of the best female characters.
Exactly. That's why I was bothered.
Her and Black Widow were the original.
Yeah.
When they knocked her off.
I wasn't mad that they did it if it led to somewhere important. But when you got to the season finale of that show, it just became a clown circus with her.
That show was good, but that last episode killed the entire season.
Dude, when you had the Mother of Dragons running around with an incredible Hulk arm,
she's the most powerful person right now, and you know,
which they are yet to talk about.
Dude, they're gonna pretend she doesn't exist.
They're gonna retcon that.
If they did a Sword, they could do that, and they could also see where the White Vision was.
Well, he's got his show coming out.
Yeah, he's got a show coming out still. Yeah, and he's probably going to be involved in the Power Man series too. I would assume because Power Man has a lot of connection with Vision. Yeah,
Wonder Man, man.
Wonder Man, Power. Oh yeah, not Power Man. Wonder Man. Yeah. But
you know what?
I don't know much about Wonder Man. So.
Now, Wonder Man and Vision in the comic books, Wonder Man had Vision's brain. One of them was a part of the other one. I think Wonder Man had the Vision's brain scans, whatever. Yeah, because he's like a robot, ain't he? Something like an android.
Yeah, he basically made like him and Vision are connected, like their origins are
They
connected.
use like the same cell tissue,
Same
whatever.
brainwaves,
Yeah.
But also they are two members of West Coast Avengers, so they may be trying to do that.
I still think they're gonna do the young Avengers because they got what's her name? What's her name?
Well, apparently they are. It's going to be a movie on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
but they're changing the name. It's not going to be called Young Avengers. I think it's called The Champions or something.
No.
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
I heard vague rumors about it. Who knows? Disney is now the DCEU of 10 years ago, where they announce stuff and they change everything.
Well, like why have what's her name going on the tablet in the end scene with her talking to Kate Bishop? So like,
yeah,
because they always do it. Like they same way they had that guy Jon Snow talking to Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far as the young kids, we have what Kate Bishop.
We have
Miss
Kate
Marvel.
Bishop.
Champions.
Marvel. Now there's rumor about
we have Ant-Man's daughter now who has a suit.
Yeah.
Tucson.
Ironheart.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's Champions, what the movie's going to be called.
Oh, and Wiccan. You got Wiccan.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the JV version of the Avengers in place. Whether or not they're going to pull the trigger on it.
Sadly, that team sounds better than the Avengers we have.
Which team?
New Avengers?
New Avengers or Sam C?
The Avengers on Thunderbolts, I would not pay money to go see them.
Yeah, take Bucky off that New Avengers team.
Bucky's
Bucky's
that all-star rookie that got drafted first round because he's a sucky team now.
Yeah.
And like he just stuck.
Yeah, he's like Tom Brady, like when he goes to like a bad team. But I would take the Young Avengers over the Thunderbolts, man. Just take Bucky off that team. He's the only
They
one.
all have the same power set. No one has a different. It's all the same power set, except for Bob now.
Yeah. Which he's gonna end up being like Thor and just sitting on a couch.
He's sitting eating Chinese food, McDonald's or something.
Yep. Next thing you know, he's gonna be fat, just like Thor. Fast Eddie threw in $2 super chat. Sorry, sir. Wasn't trying to ignore you. Just wanted to finish the conversation. Predator, Killer of Killers was good. I have yet to see it.
I watched it twice.
It's freaking amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's good.
It's really good.
Bad when the animated version is so much better than
I actually watched Prey again the other day. After that.
I was gonna do that too.
Yeah,
probably watch it tonight.
What's the name they call our predators? I can't think of their names.
The actual names. Yeah.
But you watch those little lore clips they show on TikTok and
like the different species of them.
And it's very interesting. I wish they dive more.
How do you say it?
You got the Rastafarian alien.
Yautja. Yautja. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Whatever they are.
Yeah.
When they got someone there talking about the females, man. The females ain't no joke neither.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting, that whole world building. I don't know where do they get this lore from though? I ain't seen it in the comic books. I ain't seen it in like books of men or any of that stuff. So I don't know.
There's got to be comics and books, right? The lore come from. I never read any comics or books. I don't know.
I never read the comics either, but like they got the whole like those suckers live like thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah.
And there's different hunter class, there's different scientists and different. It's all different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world of them suckers.
You know what's funny about this Predator situation? Someone brought this up. I can't take credit for this, but when Marvel's doing bad and Star Wars is doing bad, everybody's like, "Oh, Disney's ruining this. Disney's ruining that." Disney owns Predator and Alien, and they're like on fire right now. But no one gives Disney credit for that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
No one's like, "Oh man, did you guys see Disney's Predator?"
They forget it's Hulu. Well, that's all Fox from back in the day, right?
Yeah, but it's Disney.
Yeah,
I mean, Star Wars is Fox from back in the day.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. A lot of people on his hate
Disney gave us Shogun, so I can't. I mean,
a lot of people on that hate Disney train, but I'm not on. I mean, I'm disappointed, but like, am I gonna stop watching Disney because Disney got ABC,
Oh,
they
no.
got ESPN?
Yeah.
So keep
So
saying, "Oh, Disney's dead." No, it's not.
no.
It's not gonna die. It would take something.
The only thing I'm
ridiculous.
really disappointed in Disney is like I've seen they're not putting the money back into their theme parks, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And so their theme parks
Because they're hurting. Yeah, the theme
Yeah.
parks are
the
hurting.
parks are. Well, people can't afford that. I mean, we talked before the economy now. People
I
are.
don't know, man. I see a lot of
Well,
people there, boy. A lot
Yeah,
of people.
yeah. I mean,
There's
Yeah,
not-
but
There's still a lot of people, but it's not to the point of what it was before.
Yeah,
take it
And not
from me,
only that-
guys. I work over there. I see people at Disney every single day, and it's completely different than it was 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Completely
Look what they did with the whole Star Wars
I'll tell you.
experience thing. It wasn't even open for a year.
Have they had any kind of new park open up lately, other than
You-
Marvel
no,
out west?
Universal
Out west?
did. No, Universal.
Yeah, I know.
Universal
they had
is
a big
tearing
one.
it up.
They had a big one.
The
What was it?
Mario, the
Yeah,
Mario
The
one.
Mario Land.
Yeah.
They opened a whole new park.
Yeah, and that they expanded the
I want to go to that Harry Potter park.
Harry
over
Potter
there.
one, right? That's where I want to go. I never been to Universal. I want to go to Harry Potter.
Universal's the best.
Universal's tight. Yeah, I've been there.
you
So
before.
is Harry Potter in studios or Alice Adventure?
For us in Florida, it's in Universal Studios.
Okay.
But you would go like, because I used to have seasonal pass to Universal. If you go to Harry Potter, like in the middle of the winter time, like December, it literally feels like you're in a different world. Like you feel like you're in that universe.
They make it more winterized and everything.
Yes, and there's a dragon on top of a castle, and like at a certain time, it like fire comes out of his mouth,
that's cool.
and then you have like the butter beer and all the food. Like it feels like you're in
You
that
walk
world.
so the experience in the
Yeah.
yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
I went many years ago, and it was like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That experience, like when you feel like you're a little insect in that world.
You got a ride, like you get on the ride and everything.
No, it's like in a chair or something.
Oh, okay.
But then, like the dog sneezes, they have
feel
the
it.
actual water.
like a 40 theater kind of
4D.
thing.
It is
experience.
amazing. It is amazing.
I will give Star Wars credit. I did go to the Star Wars shoot, I forgot the name of it now. It shows you how much I care about it.
There a little robot be driving the ship.
No, when they built the Star Wars land in Disney in Hollywood Studios,
I got you.
like I went there and it felt like you were on that planet. Like the Millennium Falcon looked like the Millennium Falcon. Like everything looked like you could buy the blue milk and all that, and it felt very authentic. But I don't know, man. Universal just takes it to like a whole other level of immersiveness.
I want to go out. I want to go out west to the Marvel campus they have out there.
Yeah,
Look at that one with the robots driving the ship, the Star Wars ship. you know
Star
what I'm talking about?
Tours. Yeah,
Yeah, that was felt real. And when I lived in California, I went and saw
Star Wars
Captain EO.
Galaxy? Is that what it's called?
Captain EO.
yes.
That is one of the most craziest things I've ever seen in my life. You feel like you actually like you can touch Michael Jackson and sucker like he's so real on it.
Mhm.
I don't know why they closed that down because that was it was always sold out when I went. I went that sucker about 3 times.
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, it was great, but it looked when you went in it was great, but after a few minutes you feel like, oh, this is just an extension of Disney. When
There
you
was
go
one-
to the
There was one YouTuber that did like a real deep dive video on it that kind of blew up, and it was kind of like exposing everything about what was wrong. With
the one chick,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I met her
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
I met her at Star Wars Celebration. She was there with Andy Signor. Jen, I think I don't remember her name, but yeah, her video hit like millions of views.
yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. When I went, they just opened, so the only ride that was available was the Millennium Falcon. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I shed tears when I went on the Millennium Falcon. Like I went in there and you walk down the hall and you see the whole opening where Chewbacca was playing R2D2 in that game, and I just sat down like, oh my god, this feels so real. But then Star Wars went down the pipe.
Yeah.
But
I just want to go to build a lightsaber.
it's so expensive.
I know.
bro.
I saw the price. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
I
expensive.
want one, but not when I see that cost. But
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll take a stick out the woods.
Pretend like we were like 5 years old all over again.
Mhm.
I don't know. I used a flashlight when I was a kid. That was my life.
The one where that had the red tip on it. Remember those old
Man,
flashlights?
you
there?
take a stick out the woods and man.
Now I'll never forget my dad had one of those traffic directing things with on a flashlight, and that's what I was using. I found it in the garage one time.
Leaked on the Baraka pics.
On the what?
What?
Someone
What
just
did you
said,
leak?
"Rob, my thoughts on the Baraka leaked pics." Let me see.
From
Mortal Kombat, I guess.
they put Morocco in this one.
I don't know. I'm about to look it up.
When's that coming out? Next year?
Should come out this year. It's already been filming.
October 24th.
I'm not seeing anything on Twitter, bro. Let me see. Baraka. Hey, if Baraka kills Cole Young, I'm happy.
Fatality.
That would be great that they do that. Just like they did Taskmaster.
He's one of my least favorite characters on that
Apparently,
game.
she's still alive.
That was her chair, right? Her name's on the chair.
Yeah, and they got a picture of her filming down. She's with the crew and everything. So that kind of exposes she's still here.
Okay, so now I'm going to my main outlets. I go for news, and I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I'm googling. I don't see anything.
You got a picture of X where the F1 cast him. I don't know what the female name.
I wasn't. They've been doing a lot of promotion for that movie. I'll give them that.
Oh, that movie's gonna be nominated for movie of the year.
I still think Megan's gonna beat it.
Megan is gonna beat it
domestically for that first week. After that, no.
Hey, I got it written down. I got our things written down. Did you guys see stuff on the Clayface movie? That looks weird too.
That's gonna be about AI apparently. Something about AI on it. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we should hit on the main topic since we only got like 15 minutes left, huh?
Oh yeah.
So the Punisher is gonna be in Spider-Man. There, we hit on the topics. Anybody have thoughts?
This week on my show is the same thing, man. We're talking about everything but the topics. I did it like I summarized it like in what?
It's been a slow week. Slow week.
I tell you, if you want to see the Punisher, just go watch The Accountant too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Two Punishers.
That was a great movie too.
Yes, it's out too now streaming.
Yeah, I watched it already.
I don't know, man. If they're putting out all these characters into this movie, and they give us a great street level Spider-Man that we know from the comic books, it might do really well.
Rob had a fantastic idea a few years ago, and they could do it if they did the Elseworld version of Batman, which we already got Robert Pattinson. We already got the first villain, which is the Joker. We got the Penguin rather. Then they could do a Joker. They could do a street level Harlequin. Then they could do a street level what's the guy with the one eye? He's almost Batman's equivalent.
Deathstroke.
And they could build that to something. I mean,
I never understood why they didn't go through with that idea.
Yeah, because that was fantastic. We've done that.
Instead of doing Joker 2, they should have done like a Catwoman one next, and they could have made her like like a stripper or a prostitute. Or
because the way that ends, it kind of with her and Batman talking, she kind of goes off from you could just follow her story now. Yep.
They could have done it with Penguin. I mean, they
did and with the Catwoman, you could tie back into Penguin because that's her half sister. Like throw that connection between her and what's her name in that?
Who?
Catwoman. What's her name? The main character from the girl from Penguin. I can't remember her name. That was her half sister.
Crazy girl.
Yeah. That's her half sister. So
yeah.
Okay, look, bro. I just spent like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. I spent like 3 minutes searching this up on Twitter, Google, ChatGPT. There is no leaked photos of Baraka, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could have done that, man. They could have done all that on HBO Max and then lead up to the second Batman 2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't y'all listen to us, people out there?
I mean, I see where they talk about the spinoff, but I don't see any leaked photos. I see some AI stuff that people have generated.
A lot of AI, man.
The AI,
dude. I don't even know what's real anymore with AI and stuff, bro. Oh nah, I don't want to hit that. That's politics. I don't want to get into it, but yeah. Oh, this AI stuff is getting crazy, man.
Really crazy. Really
I did my video last week about that stuff, and it's just the more I dive into that, man, and what they can do with it is.
And now they're teaching these classes where you can Learn how to do AI. You can set up this, and you can do that. You can do so. People are going to start getting into that.
There was a tech YouTuber. He made a whole video with him being AI and sent it to like other YouTubers like MKB and all that stuff, and they didn't realize it to the very end that it was AI.
Yeah. My sheriff went to the sheriff conference here about 4 or 5 months ago. I think he said it was Samuel Jackson or it was Morgan Freeman. He said, "Hey, my name came up. There's a video.
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Morgan Freeman. I was on this. He went through and then slowly the features start changing. And at the end of it, it was a white guy. He said, "This is what AI can do." And this
the misinformation that's going to be like put out in the next few years with AI is going to be. Yep. The problem is the laws don't catch up fast enough with technology, so it's going to be.
It's coming by too fast, man. We can barely keep up with scam calls right now.
You can imagine what's going to happen because they're going to sell some kind of software. I don't know whether or not it's going to be effective or not. Like this malware, you have to put this software like AIware.
Well, that was the plot to the movie with Viola Davis when she was the president. Remember how when they took all the voices from the world leaders and had them say this and that. So that was the plot of that. Yeah,
and they even did that in Mission Impossible too.
They've been do that. I had that years ago when I was an investigator. It's called.
But now it's the visual with it. It's
but now it's called Dragon software. That was, and if you was one of those, because I can't type real fast. So you buy the Dragon software like $100 from Walmart. It gives you something to say. You put it on your headphones, and it picks up your speech pattern. And then once it picks it up, you can
the more you talk, the more it gets better.
Hey, on such date, such time, blah, 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 and it types it out as you're saying it. I used that, man. That's 10 years ago.
There was before we started streaming, I was on YouTube, and a wrestler that I follow put out like a TikTok short that's like, "Hey guys, I hurt my knee. I'm gonna retire. My knees are glass." Dude, it was a completely AI, and I thought it was real. I was like, "Wow."
There's still like if you know what you're looking for now, you can kind of catch it, but it's getting better and better and better.
The ones that I like to watch, they'll play Gangsta Paradise. They'll have like the character and the actor. They're walking side by side. Sometimes they get the character. They either have one of them that looks dead on, and the other you can see the little. It's off a little bit. But
did you see the Dak Prescott one?
Both be like. I ain't seen that one.
He's like, "We're trash. We suck. I'm never gonna win a Super Bowl."
I love like a Yeti and a Bigfoot one now. It's like a vlog, and they're like running. It's like those crack me up. But that's the fun part of it.
Is there a Yeti and Superman movie? I didn't know that.
Is there?
Yeah, I went to Walmart and look at it. I went straight to the toy section.
Toy section. But don't be fooled, because sometimes they just add toys just for the toy line.
We all think about all these new. So what's the whole thing with the popcorn now? Buckets. They're going crazy with these popcorn buckets.
Yeah, Galactus popcorn bucket for $50.
There's two of them. There's one that's the Galactus head, and there's one with Mr. Fantastic.
He's like wrapped around. Yeah. And the Superman one looks pretty badass, I will say. It's like a glass thing, and you got him shooting the laser at the bucket and everything.
Okay, the bucket was like $15 maybe, but I'm not paying $50 for a popcorn holder. I can't see me spending my hard.
I think more people. It's more collector's items. I think
it is, but I ain't collecting it that hard.
I ain't spending that money for that. That's just
like
sit on my shelf.
I'm buying a collector, I'm not putting popcorn in it. You know.
So there's a couple Superman ones.
Yeah.
There's one with him shooting the glass. Then there's one that's a crypto dog bowl.
That's cool.
And then there's one with it's his underwear.
Yeah, that's
negative. I sure don't want that.
The glass one is the coolest one, I think.
That's like there was this infatuation with Funko Pop. There's something very unique for me. The Funko Pop
Fortress thing too. I've seen.
Yeah, the Fortress one too. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't buy popcorn when I go to the movies.
Yeah.
I choke on it. The kernels get stuck in my throat, and I end up choking on it, and then I'm just coughing and disturbing the theater.
No, they got
the popcorn guy.
They got a nacho holder. I might buy that. That's what I get.
Now, I used to be big in the cups, though. Back when they had the collector's cups.
Yeah.
I bought like all the Star Wars, Rogue One, Force Awakens, all those collector cups when they released them. But now they moved on to popcorn because they weren't making enough money on the soda.
My favorite thing to get at the theater now is that cinnamon twist pretzel.
Oh, we don't have those at ours.
My favorite thing to get is a beer.
Yeah, I usually get a Yingling every time I go.
I'm still in the country. Don't sell beer where I'm at.
I remember Daddy was like, they got beer, they got food here.
I never seen that. I was like, they had beer. They had what's that? A daiquiri.
The daiquiri. Like I said, we got the one here. You get a whole. We get wings. You can get pizza, full pizza.
I've never been to one of those before.
Hamburger.
Never been to one of those before.
Theaters around me, they got full-on bars you can go to.
Yeah.
And they have like hard liquor, and you can get shots. You can have a whole party before the movie starts.
Then you ask, can you imagine that experience in that theater?
You mad about people because they're drunk and they're liquored up in the movie.
Listen, me and Adam did that one time. We went to the movies. We were getting ready to see Transformers the last night. Man, we got drunk as crap. Problem is, that movie was 3 hours. So an hour and a half in, we started sobering up. And we're like, what are we watching?
Well, like we talked about before, like how theaters are going to change. That would be a cool experience to have more of a bar theater to where you can rent it out to, like, you know, say
a watch party
like
kind of
watch party thing.
No sense. If you pissed off when somebody got a little light on
I'm saying
phone,
no, but it's people you're inviting.
Yeah,
you know, you rent out for yourself. Yeah.
Well, what's gonna happen when they get drunk? They go in the theater in a movie that you want to see.
If all of us are like, we're all say we're going to see Superman, we rent out the bar theater. We're all there for that. So yeah, we're going to be drinking and having fun. But when the movie comes on,
if I'm going into it expecting it, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going in, but if I'm going
like when I saw Endgame, I knew people would be cheering and being talking. I knew that, but that was part of a group experience.
I am fully aware when I go to see Superman, there's gonna be cheering, laughing, all that. I know that. But if I'm going to see like Mission Impossible in the afternoon, I don't need this chick to be on Instagram the entire time sitting next to me, or some smelly dude sitting right next to me. Abs doing a $5 super chat. Do you guys reckon? I don't reckon nothing, bro. Do you guys reckon I Know What You Did Last Summer will make more profit than Fantastic Four? No. Nostalgia beats MCU gender politics.
No,
dude, the thing is, well, he said profit. So I'm pretty sure it didn't cost $100 million to make I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Are you saying it makes more than?
No, I think he's saying makes more profit, not more money.
Like percentage wise.
So if Fantastic Four makes $500 million, well, it costs like $300 million to make.
Yeah.
If I Know What You Did Last Summer cost $20 million and it makes $100 million, it made $75 million in profit. So
but it's easier when a movie costs that less money to make than
that's why he phrased the question the way he did.
Yeah.
You're making me think. Because originally I'm like, you're freaking nuts. But now when I'm thinking about it, dude, I think Megan will make more profit than Fantastic Four. I'll put money on that right now. Megan probably cost $15 million to make, and that movie's gonna gross like 150 to 200 million. Like it's gonna make tons of money. Fantastic Four. Hold on, I think we all put our opening weekend numbers on here.
Yeah, I think I was around 100.
I don't know how much we all think it's going to make worldwide. No, we did Superman.
We did Fantastic Four, I thought. Because I remember it being lower numbers. Or that on your...
Yes, I put. I got to change mine. I'm an idiot. I put 110.
Yeah, Nick. I do live in a small town, but the big town next to me is called Florence. The last time I went over there, it didn't show that call either. I mean,
okay.
Sure. Yeah. Just don't.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It'll be close. Fantastic Four has got an uphill battle to fight. Not only does it have Jurassic World and Superman to deal with, it also has a high budget. And the last, 3 MCU movies have not been gangbusters. They're actually going like this. They're starting to do like the DCEU
and
did.
Superman got a holiday weekend too.
Yeah.
So that's going to be.
And also, Fantastic Four got Pedro Pascal fatigue.
Yeah. And they got Whammon fatigue too.
I'm sorry, Jurassic Park has a holiday weekend, right?
Yeah, Jurassic Park has the holiday weekend.
Yeah.
But Superman is going to be, after Jurassic Park, Superman is going to have the
Jurassic Park
IMAX theaters.
It's not even work. I haven't seen a new trailer on that yet. So
because they know it's going to make money.
It's going to be good. My daughter said she's going to IMAX for my 2 grandsons. So that right there is gonna be $60-$70 right there.
All those 5 to 10-year-old boys are gonna be dragging their moms to see that movie because dinosaurs are dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
One thing I would coach, if you can see IMAX and 3D, that'd probably be pretty fire. I might pay money to see that.
For what, Superman?
No, the Jurassic Park in IMAX and 3D. That'd be pretty tight.
That sounds like a headache. That sounds like a headache.
That stuff don't bother me as far as like the VRs and stuff. I know some people it gives them headaches, that kind of stuff, but I never had issues with it.
All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap up the show. I think we did a pretty good making nothing out of something. Danny, where can the people find you, good sir?
Find me on my channel, The Road to Wisdom, Mondays and Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I already uploaded my part 2 of my topic I discussed Friday. So please check it out. You can find me on Wednesdays with these 2 gentlemen here below me. And also you can find me here Sundays at 8 p.m. It'll probably change again during football season, but we'll be here on Sunday.
Cool beans. See, I changed the picture too. I updated it. See, I listen.
You're on point, bro.
Gascar, where can the people find you? Not yet. I gotta find your thingy. Did I delete it?
Hey.
Oh no, here it is. Go ahead.
The best. Yeah, that's still old. But it's okay. It's not that different.
Well, hold on, you got a new one too, man.
Yeah. It's okay though. Basketball Scenarios channel. Join us every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern with DJ and Danny and the THO crew, where we talk about randomness as well, because last week's we just talked about everything. So come and hang out. Join us, man.
At least next month we will have.
Next month will be.
Next month. Yeah.
Well, next week we have something to talk about. Ironheart.
Yeah.
I'll talk about the first episode maybe if I watch it. DJ, where can people find you?
You find my channel Token Black Guy. Like Danny said, you find me on Wednesday nights with Gascar and him on the Basketball Scenario to hang out. Also, you can find me and Rob right after this show. We do a bi-weekly. Is it bi-weekly? I say that bi-weekly.
Yeah, bi-weekly.
Yeah, bi-weekly show. We'll talk about gaming. So check us out on that. And I'll be posting again starting this week because last week I was dying, so I didn't post anything.
Yeah.
No fun. That's no fun.
I had no motivation last week to do anything.
Yeah, I wasn't dying, but come Thursday and Friday, I was just like, that schedule got to me bad.
You could have filmed you passing the stone, bro. That would have made
that. Oh yeah, man.
me crying in the bathroom.
Heck yeah, bro. And you're like, I'm good now, guys.
It was like a baby gun.
Yeah, guys. We'll be doing our live stream here in like 5 minutes on the our gaming live stream. Me and DJ. It's only going to be on my gaming channel, RSG Plays. For the past 3 weeks, we did it on both channels. I said, hey guys, we're gonna be doing it on the other channel. That other channel got 79 subscribers in the past couple weeks. It crossed 6,300 subscribers. So it's only going to be on that channel. So go check out this channel, RSG Plays. We'll be going live in about 5 minutes. With that said, thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one. Stay safe. And as long as we don't go to war next week, we'll be here. Later, everybody.
Later.
Adios.